How did people live in the USSR and what did they live on in general? In a minute and a half, an ordinary life without politics. The main scene of life is an apartment. Khrushchev and panel high-rise buildings, tiny kitchen, carpet on the wall, TV, refrigerator. In cities, many people lived in communal apartments, several families in one kitchen and one toilet. And in the village, there is a completely different life. A wooden house, a stove, a vegetable garden, sometimes a cow. People just grew some of the food themselves. Officially, there was no unemployment. Everyone worked somewhere. At the plant, at the research institute, at school, at the construction site. Studies in medicine are free of charge. The school has strong mathematics and physics and a lot of ideology. A portrait of Lenin in every classroom. The salaries were quite even. Worker, teacher, doctor, about 120 to 200 rubles. Utilities were cheap. There was no mortgage. But there was another question. Not how much money do you have, and what can you buy on them at all? There is money, but not very goods. Meat, sausage, shoes, appliances. Everything is often in queues or by blat. That's why many people also lived in the garden. Potatoes, vegetables, jars of pickles and jam for the winter. Rested in pioneer camps and sanatoriums on trade union vouchers. Watched the news on TV, read books, gathered at the table for the holidays. They lived modestly but relatively stably. Work, housing, free medicine were. The main luxury was not the amount of money and the ability to get something. That's how people lived in the USSR, between the idea of a bright future and the queue for sausage.